Welcome to Career Kickoff Part 1 of the Center for Career Development's FYE Resume Writing Assignment. Using the resume that you have developed, please take notes on this presentation. You will be graded on a final draft resume. Your instructor will collect 2 resumes, the one you have drafted for today's presentation with your notes, and a final polished resume with your edits. This presentation will cover the following topics: the Center for Career Development, a resume refresher, transferable skills, what they are and why they're important, tailoring your resume, tailoring bullet points, and we will also go over some myths about resumes. The Center for Career Development is located on the 2nd floor of the Wilbur Cross Building in room 202. We have various services and resources for UConn students, from helping you choose a major to 20-minute resume critiques, as well as graduate school preparation. Listed on the screen are additional ways we can assist you. The Center for Career Development also hosts programs and events. This includes networking events, professional portraits, on-campus interviews, as well as our career fairs. When creating your resume, you want it to make a good first impression. It should be neatly organized and follow some general guidelines. Typically, your resume should be 1 page long. However, some graduate programs or industries may require longer resumes. Margins should be a 1/2 inch to 1 inch on all 4 sides, and font size can be anywhere between 10.5 and 12-point font. Your name will be larger and bold at the top of your resume. Be consistent with your formatting. Every experience should have the core 4. The core 4 includes the company or organization name, the position title, the dates of the experience, as well as the location. On this resume, the student kept their formatting consistent by bolding every organization name and having every date aligned by the right margin. Using bold and italics consistently, like this student did, helps the resume look more organized and polished. Be sure to also choose a common font style, such as Times New Roman or Garamond. Continuing with general guidelines of creating a resume, avoid using tables or grids. Also avoid using abbreviations, except for states. Additionally, do not use templates. Templates may look nice, but they are pre-designed with grids and fonts, which will make adding content in the future challenging. Templates also cannot be read by applicant tracking systems, which many large companies use for their applications online. Check your resume over many times to ensure that there are no typos within your document. Also, look out for any personal pronouns, as they should not be included in a resume. Lastly, pay attention to tense. For experiences which have ended, your strong action verbs should be in the past tense. For experiences that are still occurring, your action verbs should be in the present tense. Bullet points are 1 to 2 lines that describe what was accomplished or learned in a certain experience. Bullet points are one of the most critical components to your resume because they allow the employer to understand how each experience relates to the one for which you are applying. Bullet points also allow you to describe the quality of your work and capitalize on your transferable skills. In this example, the student included a bullet point under both of their leadership positions. Transferable skills are abilities, attributes, and personal qualities obtained during your study and experiences that you can use across industry lines. Bullet points are where you can express your transferable skills, otherwise known as your soft skills, that you shouldn't include in your skills section. Every bullet point you write is an opportunity to express a different skill. Every bullet point should explain 3 things: what tasks or responsibilities you completed, how you completed the tasks or responsibilities, and why you completed them. The what can be the situation or task. For example, read articles. The how can be the skills used, like editing, communicating, writing, proofreading, and analyzing. Think about the transferable skills we talked about in the last slide, and which of those you may have used. The why can be the outcome. For this example, the outcome is to help the staff have accurate information and make sure articles were clearly understandable. Take a look at your own resume and identify a bullet point statement you'd like to strengthen, or an experience you'd like to create a bullet point for. Think about what your task was, how you accomplished the task, and what the outcome or result of that task was. You should also aim to quantify your bullet points to provide more detail and context to your experience. Also, the strong action verb you choose to begin your bullet point will immediately express the transferable skill you used in that experience, or the how. Pause the video here to work on your bullet point statement. There are different ways you can tailor your resume. The first is your sections. You may reorder or rename some of your sections to showcase your relevant experiences. For example, you may have a section titled Relevant Experience or Related Experience. Some students may title their sections more specifically. For example, a student in the School of Engineering may have a section titled Engineering Project Experience, where they include course projects. Your skills section is also a place that can showcase the measurable skills that are related to the purpose of your resume. Depending on the purpose of the resume, there can be a variety of skills listed, including computer skills, languages, social media, certifications, application programming, laboratory, and licenses. It is a good idea to look at the qualifications and requirements on a job application to see what measurable skills they are looking for in applicants. From there, you can include the related skills that you possess within your skills section. While your measurable skills are listed within your skills section, it is also important to tailor your bullet point statements to reflect your relevant transferable skills. Choose strong action verbs that reflect skills that can be applied to the new position. Focus on the responsibilities in your past experiences that are similar to the responsibilities of your desired position. Take a look at these two resumes. This is an example of how tailoring your resume makes a large difference. The experiences and abilities included in these resumes are exactly the same. However, Jonathan Husky showcased his skills differently in both of them. As you can see, on Resume A, Jonathan Husky created a section titled Museum Experience to highlight his relevant skills. Additionally, he also created a more tailored objective to introduce his skills. It is important to tailor your resume to showcase your qualifications that make you a strong candidate. Not only should you focus on tailoring the sections and skills of your resume, but you should also aim to tailor your bullet point statements as well. The first step is thinking about the purpose of your resume, or what you are applying for. This is your desired position. For this example, we are seeking a leadership position on campus. Then you will think about the experience you are writing a bullet point for, your previous experience. For this example, let's say you are a member of your high school's basketball team. The next step is to identify a shared skill between the desired position and the previous experience. This is a skill you will be highlighting in the bullet point. Looking back at our list of transferable skills, we might say that both a leadership position and a member of a basketball team would have skills such as teamwork, organization, communication, and of course, leadership. For this bullet point, let's focus on the skill of communication. We must think about the task that someone might have had as a member of a basketball team, how they accomplished that task using communication, and the impact or outcome of that task. For this bullet point, we can focus on how the basketball player corresponds with their teammates. Why they did it would be to carry out the plays and strategies in order to score a basket and maintain a lead in the game. Altogether, the bullet point may sound like, communicated with teammates to effectively execute various plays in order to score baskets and maintain the lead in the game. This bullet point helps describe their previous experiences by promoting the transferable skills relevant to the desired position. We will now go through some common myths about resumes and discover whether they are true or false. All resumes should be in Times New Roman font. This is false. Resumes can be in any font style as long as they are professional and easy to read. Resume font should always be between 10.5 and 12 point. As it was mentioned earlier, this is true. The only exception is your name, which should be the largest text in your document. All undergraduate resumes should be 1 page in length. Almost always, your resume should be 1 page long, especially during your first year. However, for programs which require clinical experiences, such as nursing and education, by your junior or senior year, your resume may need to be 2 pages. The relevant experience section title can be changed based on the industry or focus. For example, marketing experience or customer service experience. This is true. Changing your section titles is a great way to tailor your resume. University of Connecticut can be abbreviated on the resume. This is another myth that has some exceptions. Your education section should always have the institution name fully spelled out. For you, it will say University of Connecticut. There are, however, some organizations or clubs where the official name uses UConn. Always write out an organization name as it is officially recognized. An academic project section is a great way to include class projects or research papers. This is true. When you include class projects and papers, remember to include the full name of the class. The organization should always be bolded and the position should always be in italics. As we went over in the resume refresher at the beginning of this presentation, the key to creating a successful resume is consistency. That being said, your resume is your document and can be formatted however you'd like. Once you choose your formatting, just be sure to format every experience the same way. Under computer skills, it's okay to write Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is important to include in your skills section as most organizations are looking for proficiency in those programs. However, you should write out the specific programs you are proficient in, such as Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Not only do you want to highlight which ones you know, but applicant tracking systems may be searching for the specific program names when you submit your resume online. If you only write Microsoft Office, your resume may not be seen, even if you possess those skills. To be safe, you can write Microsoft Office, followed by the programs you know in parentheses. Students should include Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter under computer skills. In general, you should not include social media on your resume. However, if social media is related to your major, or if you have used it professionally in a work experience or as a leader in a club, it is okay to include. Social media should also be included in a skills section if a job posting lists it under qualifications and you have the knowledge of that platform. Employers look at your resume for approximately 30 seconds. This can vary. Employers look at resumes for approximately 30 seconds, but sometimes even less. From there, they will decide whether they'd like to read the resume in more detail or if they are not interested. It is for this reason that it is so important you create an organized resume and tailor it for the specific experience to catch the reader's attention.